What's going on, Exile? Gen X Games here. Today we're going to talk about Ichor, that nectar, that ambrosia, that blood of the gods. Small g, of course. I just think of it as that yellow fluid shit. Again, this is mainly for beginners. However, we'll hit up some other locations that you can check out. But before we do all that, hit the subscribe button, throw up a thumb, and let's go. So why would you need some Ichor? Well, you're definitely going to need it in order to make some alchemical base. Maybe you need a reason to make some water orbs. You might need it for a recipe that you're going to cook up. You might even want to craft up some oil at some point in the game. Whatever the reason, you're going to need it. So how do you get this shit? Probably the worst way to get it is by putting whatever putrid meat you have into fluid press. The downside of this method is that you need to be at a level 28 to unlock it, so it takes a minute. The other downside is that you need 50 putrid meat in order to get one Ichor. Now that's just whack, but the option's there. Now there was a discussion in the comments about putting shellfish in the press, so I put an ass load in there, but nothing happened. There was mention of improved traps. I couldn't find them, so if I'm missing something, let me know in the comments. So where can you find this shit in the Exile lands? Well, the first thing we're going to talk about is this guy, these Komodo dragon type of deals. There's a few spots you can find this dude, but more than likely you'll see this guy in the Dreg's dungeon first. This is located at the west end of New River at D4 on the map in Skulker's End. Now you're going to have to lure an NPC over the circle stone in the temple type area and kill him in order to get in the dregs. Once you get in the dungeon, as soon as you look over the area, you'll see them all over the place. Kill them, break out your pick, skinny knife, or whatever you prefer, and handle business. Now if you want to just go there to get you some Ichor, you don't have to complete the dungeon. Just go back the same way you came and you'll come right back to the circle sacrifice place. You'll have to fight your way back out of the area, of course, but it is what it is. Next, we'll head out to J5 on the map on the east end of New River. There's this island there, as you can see, and that's where some more of these Komodo dragons are. Now there's also a named one skull boss roaming around there, but half the time the Komodos just take them out. Once again, do what you gotta do, harvest the Ichor, and you're good to go. The next victims to get Ichor from are spiders. For that, we head back to H4 on the map, which is about the middle of New River. You're gonna take the path straight up until you reach the bottom left of H5. You might see a spider or two on your right, but when you reach a pass with a bunch of spider webs on it, you know you're in the right place. I would just stay to the left, kill you a spider, get what you need, and scope out the scene. Basically, the whole area of H5 has spiders there. Now be aware, if you look straight across from where you just killed this guy, you'll see a path sprinkled with coal nodes. Right over that hill is a 3-skull spider boss. Now there might be some caves that have some spiders, but I'm just talking quick and easy beginner stuff right now. Scorpions. The next spot I'm going to take is the Sepulchre. Now as a beginner, you'll probably hit the south side of Sepulchre first. On the east side of Sepulchre, however, outside of its walls, you might see some rhinos and scorpions off in the distance fighting. I wouldn't fuck with those just yet. Every now and again, a scorpion might creep up close to this gate and these people will fight it. And all you gotta do is sit back and wait to harvest it after they kill it. But if you go east a bit, there's a bunch of scorpions you can start harvesting as well. If you got the skills, get out there, do what you gotta do, break out your pick and get what you need. You can do this all up and down C7 and C8 on the map, just south of the Brimstone pits. There is a 3-skull scorpion boss there as well. I wouldn't recommend fucking with this guy, but if you got the balls, go for it. But you better pack the lunch, because for me, it's level 60 tough, and that's with a strong thrall. But that's just me. Moving on to Locust. On the north side of the Brimstone pits, located at the bottom of C9 on the map, you'll see a few of these guys roaming around. Along A8 on the map, you'll see a 3-skull Queen Locust, a couple of his soldiers, and a few more a bit further up. Those are probably the beginner locations most of us will go to get what we need. A couple of honorable mentions. There's a bunch of locusts and nests located at I7 on the map. Over there by the Black Galleon by the stone ship. So if you're over in that direction, there you go. There's these iguana guys scattered all along the river on F and G7. This is close to where the elephants are. Further down the west side of this river, there's a few spiders wandering around, but there are a couple of caves that have spider webs in the entrances there. Now there's a big gnarly looking cave located smack dab in the middle of F7 on the map. The last places I'll mention are located in the jungle. There's a spot right there located at K8 and K9 on the map. I would suggest this spot more for mid-level or later in the game type of players. This area can be a bit hairy, at least for a beginner. From there, you can swing on down for some more iguanas chilling at the Bay of Hulks, located at M7 on the map. Now, if you dip straight down to M4 on the map, there's a place called Silkwoods. There, you'll see a 3-skull spider boss and a bunch of spiders roaming around. Finally, bust a right on the map between N4 and N5, and you'll hit Dagon's Claw or Dagon's Claw, whatever it is. Along the riverbanks, you'll run into a few Komodos just waiting for you to try to get some. So there you go. There's a download on an ingredient you're gonna need in order to craft some necessary shit. Now, some of these beasts that I mentioned are sprinkled all over the map, but if I missed anything major, the Gen X fam is the best. Drop what you know in the comment section to help out our fellow exile, and until next time, see you on the next one.